Yeah, so this game I'm really interested in seeing because, like I said, I've seen 4 of the goals so far, but I want to see the general build up towards getting the goals, and then basically go from there. So Kurt was eliminated in the quarterfinals against Royal, but people were telling me that the goals that were conceded were a little bit odd, so I'm gonna go check that out afterwards. But this game,
to get to the console semi-final,
This man
got past
this game was really solid.
to make much, and he wants.
So what's the meta that people use nowadays? So it's like, check this out. Put that on 710, 720. There you go. Makes it look good now. Okay, so we got Marcelo. So team of the year. Or team of the year, Marcelo? Yeah, team of the year. Halit, Maldini. Okay, so it's like the same players. 13 is Mbappe? That's Mbappe? That's Mbappe probably. Neymar, Ronaldo.
And I talked to Megabit earlier today.
Okay.
As well, I didn't know if you know, but he's flying out back to the UK tonight at 10 o'clock.
I told you guys, this kid's really good, man.
To make the Liverpool EPL playoffs tomorrow at 2:30 as well. Of course, the EPL.
Guys, I have to say it, bro. The goals in this game were like, you guys know, man. I shit on EA, bro, but in this game in particular, like, yes, the competitive is really good when you have like the top tier players, like the Patrick Vieira is a team of the year, Mbappe is, you know, you got the 99s, and then you gotta have the time finishing on or whatever. But this was a really nice game to watch. Like, this was very, very solid.
Being late March, and he wants to represent Liverpool as a Liverpool fan.
Possible get up to the attackers and score a lot of goals. And I talked to a Megabit earlier today.
So is the meta with is it still 4-2-3-1 narrow?
He's saying he's feeling really confident on the defensive side, and it's going to make creating opportunities easier.
Oh, Lionel Messi,
on the
okay.
offensive end.
Here we go. We're live in Atlanta, Georgia, the Peach State. It's the Foot 19 Champions Cup here in February. Megabit in the white and green representing Werder Bremen, and F2 Tekkz in the red of his favored Liverpool, going from right to left. Should be absolute fireworks.
Tekkz is trying to be like a Liverpool pro, no? I think they have like the Premier League tournament as well.
From what we've seen from both of these two gamers, Tekkz has shown all the skill. Maybe the goal of the tournament, the rainbow flick, the Neymar flick in the Swiss
Someone was using
stages,
the 4-4-2. 4-4-2 is good too. So it's a very, very good attacking formation.
Fans, and of course, all the
because the meta with like the two midfielders, you get Patrick Vieira and Hull, and you're in a good position.
From across the globe, wherever you are.
That's weird.
Thanks for joining us, and I hope you'll enjoy all the action.
And what Gaskin brought up as well as his prediction, saying, I can't see Tekkz losing 4 semifinals in a row. And that's true. You got to sit there and think, is he going to drop 4 in a row? Are we going to see maybe a new transition in terms of Xbox dominance? Maybe MS Desari,
yeah, so they're still using
Megabit,
4-2-3-1.
Or is Tekkz just going to sit up there by
himself? Hey, Pico, what's up, man?
That lonely #1 position.
Good to see you, beautiful.
There's the icon Vieira winning the ball back, as he so often does for Megabit. They love getting Vieira in between the defenders, intercepting those passes in the final third.
Is Sergio Ramos playing as his right back? Oh, it looks like he is.
And there's the icon Vieira winning the ball back, as he so often does for
yeah, he's using Sergio Ramos as the right back.
Megabit. They love getting Vieira in between the defenders, intercepting those passes in the final third. Now Tekkz out wide to CR7. The drag back to try to maybe find room for the cross in. Elects to go back to Vieira. Now CR7 again. Hull, quick pass, but it's
you made a narrow run. You should have made an outside run. That was Tekkz was going for that outside for there,
and when
right
you're
there.
looking at Tekkz gameplay, it's going to be a little bit different than what Megabit's looking to do on the offensive end, and even on the defensive end with some of the pressure.
This is what they do, right? Quick passing, boom. Oh,
he
very
understands
nice.
the meta extremely well. And in terms of some of the build-up opportunities in the counterattacks, it's going to have different shape to how they attack and how they go forward.
And there was a slight chance for a counter there from Megabit, but he.
Oh, so hey, chat. So the meta is Sergio Ramos right back now, eh? Huh.
Possession. Didn't really see the right passing lane going forward, but here he is with plenty of options forward. CR7,
Lovely.
a little flick over the top to Mbappe, back to Marcelo.
Don't do it.
Try to cross it in, but Rafa Varane with the interception for Tekkz. Now, Tekkz hasn't gotten further than the semi-final in the last 3 individual tournaments. He did win the Club World Cup, though, when he partnered with PS4 #1 Nicholas. Megabit with a bit of room now. Messi on his left. Neymar just trying to get around Varane, but it's intercepted beautifully there by Ramos.
Yeah, people use Ramos because of the El Tornado cross.
And both
yeah,
of
yeah.
these players
That makes
have
sense.
matched up multiple times over the last couple of years. So I'm just going to run through some results so you guys get a little bit of a history lesson.
Oh, hold that thought as
Oh,
Mbappe
lovely.
just
Really
trying
good.
to flick it over. Neymar. Hull it to Vieira.
Oh, that's the pass.
There's a run being made by R9. Tekkz didn't want to play it there. Now here is R9, the legendary Brazilian. Neymar back to R9. Ball up in the air. And it's David De Gea who collects it calmly. As you were saying, Mike.
Look at the
It's
Danny
your hands
Gosford
from
game
De
after
Gea.
this one. Haha, the second
Back
goal
in
of Danny.
Barcelona in FIFA 18, Tekkz won.
Okay.
Manchester, Tekkz won.
We're gonna be checking out a lot of games
Tekkz
today, man.
barely won this year.
I haven't
Bucharest
watched
the
any of the
second
games,
time.
so it's like a
Once
live
again,
reaction.
Tekkz
I've watched
barely
only the
slipped by
goals for
getting
this
the
one,
W,
but
and
not the
then in London,
general build-up.
Megabit was able to get the result. Remember, he lost in the grand final to Pina. He didn't necessarily represent for the Xbox guys. And here we are, another major, Atlanta, Georgia. A lot of money on the line, a lot of points on the line, bragging rights on the line, you name it.
Ask both these players what they would do with the money. We'll get to that in a second. Here's Hullet for Megabit. This is the first good chance, and Megabit with the first goal. It was.
So the way that Tekkz defends is actually an interesting way of defending, because what he does, right, is
Georgia.
he pushes out his center back slightly, but then he switches back to a CDM because the center back transitions back again.
A lot of money on the line.
So
a
once
lot
he
of points on
gets
the line, bragging rights on the
right
line.
here, so right here you're in a situation because you don't have your right CDM here. So obviously he's using 4-2-3-1, but his players transition downwards. What he does here, right, is he puts a tiny bit of pressure. Does well. His defending is really good here. He puts the pressure with Rio Ferdinand here, but then he'll switch instantly because the transition between the CDM and the center back, they kind of get back into the position really well. You'll notice it right here. So boom, you push him out a little bit, you push Patrick Vieira back, Rio Ferdinand goes back, you transition forward again with the CDM. You see what I'm saying? And like he gets this angle right here, but it's still very, very good defending from Tekkz.
Get to that in a second. Here's Hullet for Megabit. This is the first good chance.
I wonder how he hits this. Does he hit a driven finesse for this? He has to, right? A driven finesse.
Ask both these players what they would do with the money. We'll get to that in a second.
So you're facing that direction. 5-star weak foot. How does he hit it? That's a driven... that might be a driven shot. That ends up being a driven finesse.
This is the first good chance.
I like that. He hit it on the time finish too. It's a turnaround shot, but it is Neymar's 5-star weak foot, so I'm okay with that one.
And Megabit with the first goal.
Definitely okay with that one.
Into the bottom corner from Neymar, first time. And could we have a surprise here on our hands? It's Megabit, the German, who strikes first.
Classic finish, no reaction from Megabit. He knows that this game is far from over. A lot more action. He's going to need to extend that lead. And someone like Tekkz will always battle back.
We've seen Tekkz go behind already in this tournament, but he has always fought back. But he is facing Megabit, who plays very fast and looks to score goals in bunches. One of the very few players who has represented.
It's 100% not finesse. Yeah, I think it just drivens it. Ooh, that's Ronaldo's strength right there, baby.
CR7, Neymar to Hullet. Mbappe, but it's won back by
oh, that's very lucky. Ooh, if he hits that on the green, that's a goal. With a Team of the Year Ronaldo, for sure. He tried to, though.
Tekkz wants to hit rewind on that opportunity. Put a little bit too much oomph behind it, so to speak. That could definitely have been in the back of the net. A little bit good.
Yeah, if he greens that, that's probably a goal. Volleys are very, very effective.
They're trying to get forward again, and you mentioned that prize pool. Everything that is at stake, $50,000 on the line to the cross-console winner. Either one of these two players could go all the way. Tekkz said he wants to take his mother to San Francisco, to a dream destination, while Megabit says he wants to add some furniture.
Yeah, with Tekkz's tactics though, there's really nothing crazy about them. They are aggressive attackers though. Ooh, tries to hit that first time there. Makes sense actually. Regular shot probably as well. Patrick Vieira, what a beast.
That makes me think that Megabit's apartment is just an office. He's got 3 monitors, a couple consoles, and he's just playing FIFA all day, man. He's grinding it out. No furniture needed. Maybe he's got a bed in there.
Well, they're traveling so much. Megabit did say that he bought a couch with his last winning, so good for you, Megabit. Here's a chance for Tekkz. R9 trying to find that top corner, but it's central to De Gea. Something, Mike, that we've talked about and we've seen often.
Yeah, if you're a competitive player, you need to use the time
Oftentimes
finishing.
it is a mental game between the two players.
And you're going to see it at every level. If you're playing online, if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced player new to FIFA 19, and it's something that you must learn and you must master, it's going to be a big advantage, or it could be a major
Oh, look at this.
detriment.
That header's in for Neymar.
Hold on, I need to watch that again, please. Just get the...
Beginner, intermediate, or advanced players new to FIFA 19, and it's something that you must learn and you must master. It's going to be a big advantage, or it could be a major
Oh, look at this.
detriment.
That header's in.
You must learn
A mental game between the two players.
Sorry,
advanced
I
players
gotta
new to
keep
FIFA
repeating it,
19,
man.
And it's something that you
Boom.
must learn and you must master.
Middle,
it's going to be a
exploit the
big
side.
advantage, or it could be a
Tap
Oh,
major
look at
cross.
this.
detriment.
That
Ooh.
header's in for
Love
Neymar.
it.
It was a
Love it.
give and go.
Beautiful goal.
And we have a 2-0 on our hands. Megabit over.
Those right there, chat, those are the headers I like to concede. It's those ones, chat. That's beautiful. Works the space really nicely. There's not a shred of a defender having to get this ball here.
Online, if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced players new to FIFA 19.
No. 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 Beautiful. Really nice. Really, really nice goal. Love that. I love seeing that. His first goal is like a little bit of a turnaround, no momentum, 5-star weak foot, but he hit it in the green. But this one's gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
Neymar. It was a give and go between the two Paris Saint-Germain players.
Nice goal.
Mbappe and
Very, very nice.
Neymar.
I like that.
Over more events.
Excuse me?
We're gonna
Absolutely
I was about to say, oh, he starts the 4-5-1 to get the chemistry.
starting to be more of an uphill battle now.
Okay, so he uses CR7 striker, Mbappe on the left side, Neymar in the middle as a cam. That's a good one. Yeah, that makes sense actually. He uses Prime Ronaldo on the right side. Huh. Physical presence can win the ball in the air. Olivier is typical. Ferdinand, Varane, Ramos for the headers. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Huh.
For Donovan Hunt representing England.
We're gonna
Absolutely ruthless, Mike Megabit, when he goes forward.
And we're going to see an
That auto
early
launch from
adjustment
Varane was a
here.
little sus. Let me tell you if it was sus.
I wonder if
Because the auto launches are kind
we're going to
of
see an
A two Mbappe.
auto launch from
must master
Varane.
intermediate, or advanced players new to FIFA 19, and it's something that you must learn and you must master. It's going to be a big
Go.
advantage, or it could be a major
Saint-Germain. This, that
something that
header's in for Neymar.
Good eye. Good eye. I still think it's a good goal though, man. But that is a very unfortunate mechanic because Team of the Year Varane, because that okay. Here's the thing if you're talking about this for like skilled wise, right? If Varane, if he does that based off of a mechanic, he is trying to actually do an interception. Like there's a button that you can like, but there isn't, right? This is completely random when the player does this. This, people don't look at these specifics, but this could have defended against this cross. But the general part of the gameplay of him getting this goal was nice. But that lunge does make a big difference. Boom, boom. Yes, and he does an emphasis lunge too. So the emphasis lunge, the animation for that takes up too much time for him to get back into position. You know what I'm saying? So that transition, depending on whether or not he uses Varane to get back into the middle, you know what I mean? I still think this is a good goal, but that animation did fuck him a little bit because God knows if he would have scored that, if he was still able to use Team of the Year Varane. That's why I think with the interceptions, right? There needs to be like a set command for it. so that like you're going for the interception. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like I don't know how to explain it, because that lunge mechanic is random, so it's, you know what I mean. But I still think it's a good goal though, chat. To be honest, because a general. That's like the one thing, but then there's also the thing that you have to take into consideration is the 3 or 4 players that he already passed, right? So I'm gonna explain the ones he overextended. I'm pretty sure that's him overextending there, because that looks like a B tackle, not a lunge, right? That one, that's a little, you know, it's a little thing. Yeah, a little bit.
Give and go between the two Paris Saint-Germain players.
But a good goal in general, I think.
And Neymar starting
An early they make opportunity on opportunity on opportunity.
All right then, 44th minute heading into the half, and Megabit in the first leg. Remember, there's 2 games that they have to play. Of course, there's no home and away, so you can throw that out the window. It is purely based on aggregate. Still plenty of time. 3 halves for Tekkz to get his way back in this one. We are in the Xbox semi-finals.
And a clever pick out from Megabit as well with that cross.
Oh, there
God.
is the El Tornado cross in the near post, but it is Maldini that wins it. Chance here for R9, and it's intercepted by Maldini. Great defending from Megabit in that first half, and here is the statistical breakdown of what we just saw. Talk about the changes. Tekkz said he went to a 4-4-2 when he was down a goal early on in the Swiss stages, and that was what helped him get through one of those early games where things weren't going his way. Do you anticipate a
Don't think we're going to counter.
Goal lead as we head into the second half of the first leg? The German Megabit, 3rd in the world in Xbox, against the #1 and tournament favorite here, the FUT19 Champions Cup in Atlanta, Georgia. Hope you're enjoying the action. We certainly are. A lot of talent on display, a lot of great goals we've seen throughout.
That's really bad.
And of course, several surprises, but these are 2 of the heavyweights looking to make their way to the console final. And here is Tekkz in possession. Let's see how many more players he sends forward. And again, Mike, there's still a lot of time. Obviously, if this was the second leg and he needed to make up 2 goals, he'd do something a bit more drastic.
Tekkz doesn't need us to tell him this, but I'm sure that he's not going to rush or change anything major at this
No,
point.
he shouldn't.
Oh, that was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, he shouldn't.
From Megabit using Veron.
His team's movement is perfect against this guy.
It was a good idea from Tekkz as he has made his way into the box. And a slower build-up now from Megabit.
And with this new patch, Megabit's defense has improved tremendously. I think that's partially because he was struggling with some of the goalkeeper movement and some of the long finesse shots in the pre-patch variation or version of this title. And I just feel like defensively, he just looks so sound. No big mistakes, no easy opportunities up to this point. Maybe a couple half chances at best.
Consistency is what it's all about for Tekkz. 11 out of 11 events he has qualified, but the last 2 times in individual tournaments, he has not gone further than the semifinals. Still a very good achievement. And now just barreling down the throat of Megabit with a lot more players in the final third. It was trickery there from Neymar trying to create a bit
Is
of
88
space,
Vieira worth the upgrade from Conte? Absolutely. 88? Is that baby?
But for Tekkz,
The height makes a difference, I think, but I don't know if the 88 is the baby one. If it's the baby one, medium is
the pie. You had a taste of, you had a slice of the cake. Now you want the whole cake.
88 is the middle. Middle has medium high, so yeah, for sure, absolutely, man. The height makes such a big difference, bro. Conte can have 99 interceptions and he can still be like a decent card, but if he doesn't have the
I agree with you. I just know
he doesn't have the height, he's not going to like there's certain interceptions that Patrick Vieira is doing here strictly because he's a tall guy that can intercept the ball like that, you know?
For my goals and my ambitions as a player, as a competitor.
Global series points in terms of that. Tekkz,
which of them is a very young guy? The left dude.
Absolute behemoth. And he wants to live up to that #1 ranking, but even if you bow,
I told you guys in the podcast he's still a good. Oh, score that! Oh,
a wonderful kick save. It was offside.
I see it.
Tekkz is an absolute behemoth. And he wants to live up to that #1 ranking. But even if you bow out at this stage, there's so many good.
I wonder if he moves the goalkeeper there. It's crazy because he shoots his near post, but if he shoots his far post, time finish as well. I think he actually might score this. This is offside anyways, but
To live up to that #1 ranking. But even if you.
oh, that's interesting, eh? I think he triggers the run there.
Tekkz is an absolute behemoth. And he wants to live up to that #1 ranking. But even.
Ah, very nice. Very nice.
Tekkz is an absolute behemoth. And he wants to live up to that #1 ranking. But
Right there triggers it. That's smart because then you go back into the middle and then you do.
even if you bow out at this stage,
Oh, he had to do it first time. Oh, he had to get the angle though. Yeah, if he does it first time, he gets that easily. Very nice there though. That's interesting to see actually, because if your midfielder is right next to you and you trigger the run for Ronaldo to make that, so basically like you press L1 or LB, it's a good run to make. It's smart. It's very smart. Very, very smart.
so many good players. That's a great ball, and it's a wonderful
It
kick
is outside,
save. It
yeah.
was
But I was thinking like, I was looking at the finish and I was thinking like, what if he went to the left side afterwards? You know?
offside, though, would
Instead?
not have counted. Just getting De Gea a bit warmed up. That is a signature kick save that we see from De Gea, both in game and in real life
Ooh,
for
that's
Manchester
unlucky.
United.
That's not
And
that
a
probably
little bit of a
wasn't supposed to
smile as well
happen.
from Megabit. Rare display of emotion. Tekkz now back on the ball. Needs to start peppering that goal of Megabit a bit.
That movement is the worst. He does a drag back here.
Tekkz now back on the ball.
He does it right there.
Needs to start
You see how he goes like to the side and then he does it?
peppering that goal of
Damn, they
Megabit a
even do
bit
that there
more. He
too,
hasn't
eh?
had too many clear-cut chances, and that's maybe been the most surprising thing so far.
And you can see the frustration and the focus on F2 Tekkz face when you're looking at
Prime
when he
Ronaldo
gets the ball
striker now,
away,
eh?
or he's not
Okay.
able to break down Megabit at the moment.
Another great chance here for
Good
Megabit.
defending.
Messi
Very good
loves it
aggressive
on his left,
defending.
but Ferdinand, one of the used icons in that center back position. We've seen a mixture of Varane, Ramos when he's not used at right back, and of course Maldini.
Yeah, nothing
and
special
then,
about Texas
Rio
tactics. He
Ferdinand.
triggers all the runs himself,
Here
I'm
is
pretty
Tekkz
sure.
looking to build up
Nice.
something. Clever turn there from
Nice.
Mbappe's got space,
Oh.
and it's into the final. Back.
Brother. No. No, 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 no. Oh.
Back of the net. Rio Ferdinand. Here is Tekkz looking to build up.
Nice little R1 RB fake. Run after the ball afterwards. Gets the angle. Does the fake shot to get ahead of the defender. Regular shot with Mbappe's left foot. Times finish.
Mbappe's got space.
And that's why goalie movements can do one, okay? Because if he saved that going to the left side when he just did all of that, no, man. What a goal. I love that. Sorry, I gotta keep watching this. I love
Of course,
this.
Maldini, and then Rio Ferdinand.
Holds R1, left stick up, inside, fake shot, touch, shot across goal, time finish. Beautiful. I love that.
Back of the net.
I love that.
Kylian Mbappe in the 69th minute, and it's only
Fake shot to get in front of the
one-goal
defender.
advantage
Oof.
now for Megabit.
Hold up, slow,
that.
controlled. First time fake. You see the
So
dummy
nice, man.
uses speed to his advantage, and then he attacks.
He even does the touch there afterwards, too.
And then Rio Ferdinand. Here is Tekkz looking to build
Touch.
up something clever.
Fake
turn
shot.
From
Oh.
Mbappe's got space.
Please.
Mbappe in the 6th. What a
Up slow,
That's
then he
disgusting.
attacks again. First time fake shot, one of the most valuable skill moves, especially when you have players like Mbappe, arguably the fastest player in the game. And then the finish, spot on. He's back in the game. 2-1, not an issue. And now the pressure's back on Megabit.
absolutely is, but we haven't seen that pressure phase at Megabit in this event or others. He is IcyCool, and he maintains his composure in times like these.
He shouldn't have to
We
time
keep
finish
talking
there,
about
but
it is important. You see Eusebio now dancing in and around the box, but it's read well by
he should have triggered a run there.
his mental strength. We keep talking.
Yeah, he should have triggered one, bro. Look at all the space he has right here. I'm surprised he didn't trigger one there. Or maybe he did, because you could see his face afterwards. But it's if he does that face, but it's based off of him wanting his AI to make that attack, he should have done it himself, man.
Others is IcyCool, and he maintains his composure in times like
Right
these.
here,
Mental
trigger
strength,
that
we keep
run.
talking about
That one right there at that exact moment. Hey, man, this is, like I said, Chad, these guys would shit all over me. But this part right here, that little angle
composure in times
right
like these. Mental strength.
there, you gotta like just before that, you gotta trigger that run. You know what I'm saying, chat? He has to trigger that run to make that run inside. Because look, there's a time frame here. He doesn't ever do it.
It is important. You see Eusebio now dancing in and around the box, but it's read well by Varane, and now Neymar the other way. Chance for a quick counter for Tekkz, but goes back to Ramos, who is in that right back position. A lot of talk about the meta, obviously with the new patch, a lot more aerial balls and need those tall defenders, and Ramos has been maybe player of the tournament in my opinion in terms of winning those aerial battles when the ball is whipped in.
I might even take that one step further and say the defender, that's a must-have. Defensive player of the tournament.
Oh, it's not a bold claim from you, Michael Bell.
Overcommitment. I gotta exploit that space now.
I tend to agree.
Yeah, there it is. He's triggering that
Tekkz.
run. He triggers it. He does. His tactics must be unbalanced. He triggers it himself. That's good. That's actually very smart. Another good feature EA added, by the way, is I give them mad props for that.
Ronaldo, and he's done it again. He's gone. Neymar on the opposite side, and here is the through ball from the Ballon d'Or winner, Luka Modric to Neymar. Back to Modric. A little pass inside to Ronaldo.
Oh.
Neymar on the opposite side, and here is the
right here, chat. Ready? Watch. These little intricacies are very important. Watch.
Back to Modric. A little pass inside to Ronaldo, and he's done it again. He's gone across goal. He's kept it low, and
it's a regular driven finesse right there. Green timed.
Megabit knows there's trouble now. And Tekkz has come back. He's done this time and time again.
So good.
2-2
4 good goals. I love that.
In the first leg of the Xbox semifinals between world #1 and Xbox, Tekkz, and the #3 Megabit. Guide us through that goal, Mike.
Well,
which game did you guys want me to watch from Kurtz?
A shift in terms of build-up speed. It's a little bit slower, and slower speed's going to benefit Tekkz because he has the ability to break you down in a lot of 1v1s.
Wow, that was nice, man. That's just one game, but that was very nice.